Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and as you can see, I got a haircut. I'm no longer Medusa hairstyle, but I can't say long hair don't care anymore, which is a downside, fans. But you guys will not hear about that. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. But I'm going to be going over 2 Pokemon TCG lots that I recently picked up for the time capsule for a personal collection of mine that I'm keeping track of. Progression, how it moves throughout the marketplace. I think these cards are going to do well throughout the time, and just cards that I want to keep track of. So subscribe if you're new so that you can follow, like this video, and most importantly, if you're looking for a community and you're looking for Pokemon deals, check out the TCG Market Discord in the comments, which is a place that you can get awesome deals from reputable sellers so you don't get scammed. Check it out. So we're going to take a look at these 2 lots, but before we do that, I want to update you guys on some things. First is a correction. Recently, I make vlogs all the time, so subscribe, right, fams? Every other day, it seems like now, pretty much whenever I get new stuff, new packages. But not too long ago, I mentioned an update that my binder increased, my collection increased 10% that week. And this included cards that I've put in. So it actually sounds a bit misleading that it just grew on its own, but it sounds misleading because I was actually misled from the app. But the app includes cards that you've also added in yourself and cards that move up in price. So I definitely added a bunch of cards that week. That's why I went up 10%. 10% out of 10,000 is 1,000. So if anything goes up 1,000 in a week would be insane unless you're adding it yourself, right? So I want to give you guys that update. Another update is that from the marketplace, I keep track of my collection through an app so that we can take a look at what's moving and what's falling based on the cards that I have now, which are cards that I think will move throughout the marketplace. And biggest loser right now, I'm going to go through biggest winner, biggest loser. Press a like button if you want me to continue this, what cards are moving up and what cards are moving down in like 24-hour time span, right? And it's insane that cards do move up in 24 hours, right? So biggest loser still remains as Umbreon V Alt-Art, still dropping insane numbers. Like in the last 3 days, it's $18 drop. It's pretty big. And Charizard from the Classic Collection from Celebrations. Now, this card has been reprinted and reprinted so many times. I feel like people are just sick of it. It was the base set, right? First edition, base set 2, Shadowless. It was an Evolutions. It's Celebrations, right? So it just keeps reprinted and reprinted. So I feel like fans are just tired of it. So that 2 cards have been dropping. 1 card that has been moving, surprisingly, 2. One is Zeraora V Trainer Gallery, like slow move, like 50 cents. But compared to the price of the card, it's like significant amount. And Flareon EX from Generations has been moving. There was one more. Oh, the Hidden Fates promo, the Bird Trio. Amazing card. And it's from Hidden Fates, which is a set that's been moving up. It's a stained glass promo from the legendary Birds. Very, very cool of a card, and I like to see that it's going up. I've been thinking about buying some 10s, but I have some solid copies that I think could get 10s. So a couple things that have been moving and dropping throughout the marketplace. And now we're going to get into these 2 cards. What am I adding? These 2 cards represent the cards that I strongly believe in right now, the slabs, I think, but from the Sun and Moon tag team era. Let's take a look. All right, guys, 2 different packages. I'm pretty sure they're both slabs. So these are slabs from Sun and Moon. I strongly believe in Sun and Moon. The reason is because Sun and Moon is when cards were still, it was before that crazy hype. And when you think about crazy hype, I'm talking about 2020. I'm talking about Pokemon Go bringing attention back, talking about Logan Paul opening up Pokemon cards again, right? So a lot more people were aware of the hobby, came back into it, wanted to be part of the craze. So before that era, I'm looking for cards that are really good artwork. And that's why I don't go back too far. I don't go, XY does have some of these awesome cards, but then that's really the farthest I go back. Black and White has very, very few of these cards that I think are really cool looking. That's what I'm basing it off, fams. What are cards I think are cool looking? And obviously popular Pokemon, things like that, that will do well throughout the time. But if you take a look at that, then you would end up at Sun and Moon Alt Arts, right? They are some of the nicest pieces of artwork. Look at this. And it's still rare. So this is like 2019. This is a promo. I'm going to be picking up first all the promos, multiple copies. Check out this card. You can't tell me it's not a beautiful card. It has texture as well. Look at this. Mew being playful, Mewtwo in the foreground. It's got background to it. So being that the promos, the reason I'm picking up the promos first is because they're actually pretty cheap right now. This card I picked up for $130, I think, $130. I realized how cheap it was, and when I buy like super expensive slabs like this, which is like $600-700, I can afford to buy a couple of these. So I actually ended up going crazy, and I picked up 4 of these cards. These cards from Sun and Moon, not heavily collected, awesome artwork, and being a promo, it's hard to grade. So that's why I'm picking these cards up. 4 of them picked up other ones as well from Sun and Moon, Alt Arts, and promos. Let's take a look if this is one of them. I'm pretty sure these are both slabs because I haven't bought rock cards yet. I did buy one rock card, which was a vintage one. And for me to buy a vintage card, I would really have to find it unique. I know a lot of vintage cards are really valuable, but honestly, as a collector, I do want rarity, but I want something really cool to look at. So when I look at something like this checks off all my boxes. And as well as being a promo, you would not believe how many tins I've opened that promos come in from, like the plastic housing that they're in. And then when you take it out, so many dings. If I did this for Evolution Alt Art boxes because I wanted to grade one of them. I opened at least over 10 of them, and they have like a couple of them each. I wasn't able to find one worth grading. So I know how hard it is to grade promos. Being that it's cheap and this old, I'm going to pick up these cards any time of the week. And I've actually picked up a lot more. I've kind of gone crazy on it. So I think this is another one. If I can open it. Oh, they did the fold. Look at this, fam. This was a Facebook purchase. And this promo, or no, this is not promo, but this alt art. This is interesting to me because, first of all, both really popular Pokemon, awesome artwork. It has an environment. Tag team, being that they're 2 Pokemon, you get 2 for 1, fam. It's got textured. So this one, I almost didn't pick up because, as you guys have seen my slabs, they're all PSA. However, this brought an interesting topic in my mind. This card is worth $250, right? Or I bought it for $250. But the PSA 10 version is selling for $320. This card looks really, really clean. I could cross it over to PSA. Ooh, it does have a little tiny white dot. But my other Alt Art promo does have one tiny little white dot, so it might still be able to get it. But then if you do that, if you take it from here to there is a regrading fee, but you still would make like $50. So it's interesting to me, if I buy a lot of these cards, there's CGC 10 and then cross it over to PSA. PSA does have a premium. You could make money just by cross grading. It is very fascinating. I plan to cross grade it in the future, not to make money off of it, but just so that all my slabs are coherent. But to have one slab that is different. It's not the biggest, the end of the world. I really don't like what CGC did with their new stuff. Like, why go with this label? It looks so cheap compared to some of the what they had before. That label actually looked better. I have one right here. Look at this, fam. I guess they're including more info, like the barcode. Oh, this one has it in the back. No, fam, I like this one better. It just looks better. This looks like this grading company just started, doesn't it? At least that's my opinion. But yeah, fams, I am heavily invested and convinced on these cards, so I'm going to be buying a lot more of these cards. All right? Sorry, guys, I got interrupted by a phone call there, but that's pretty much what I wanted to go through in this video. I am going to be picking up more of these Sun and Moon Tag Team promo alt arts, and I told you guys that I was going to be looking into sealed products to compare to singles. This is all about keeping track and seeing how things do. So it'd be awesome to compare it to sealed. I know a lot of you guys swear by sealed. Sealed is the only way of investing in Pokemon. A lot of you guys say that. I don't know about that, but I will be keeping track. And Sun and Moon Tag Team promo tins. These cards right here, the Mew and Mewtwo and others, come from tins, which these tins have doubled in price in the last 4 years. And I think they're going to do even more crazy numbers in the future because that's where these cards come from. Now, obviously, buying the 10s do have PSA 10 have a premium because these cards are not going to be in good quality when you take them out, or most of them won't be, right? So I'm going to have some 10s to have sealed and create a wall as well in my background and see how they do in the future. I think there's like 6 of them. I think they're called Power something. Power something. I can't remember the name right now, but I will be showing you guys when I get them. 6 different one of them. These cards are amazing. The reason I love 10s is because they have display factor. I don't want just a gray box to look at. What's the point of that? These 10s have the nice card in the front, and they have packs from awesome sets, older sets. So can't go wrong with a 10. If you don't get a hit, you get that cool promo, and you have a chance at some awesome hits from older packs, right? So that's what I'm going to be doing in the future. Again, drop the like button, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the Discord to chat up about Pokemon. I'll see you guys next time. Later.